So, heavyweight roundup. Some heavyweight news has come over in the last few days over the weekend and some results as well. So, first of all, Robert Helenius has got a fight scheduled April 2nd, I think it was on Boxing Scene, against Johan Deparr. Tough fight. I mean, in terms of to sell to the Finnish public, it's not a big fight. I mean, his promoters were saying and himself, "Oh, it's going to be a big fight, and it's going to be the biggest fight in Finnish history." I mean, the financials on Boxing Scene say it will be the biggest fight in Finnish history, purse wise. But I mean, the actual credibility of the fight is, it's between two fringe world level contenders. It's not between two, elite operators, which is a shame. But I mean, still good. I mean, Depar's been through the wars in 2015. He beat Manuel Char. He lost to Deparr, and he faced Wilder for the WBC title. So performed credibly in all of the fights. So he's not like a journeyman or anything like that. He is a respectable opponent. He's durable, will give you rounds. He's got some somewhat decent skills, not nothing out of the ordinary. Does the basics well, and yeah, I think decent fight for Helenius, but nothing major. I mean, after the Franz Real fight, you would think maybe Charles Martin would be his big fight that's lined up, but obviously not. I mean, he was high in the IBF rankings. I think he was one or two below Joshua after Deparr got removed from the rankings. But I don't know. I think Helenius wins the fight. I mean, he does gas after about 6 rounds, but I still think he will win. Deparr is just very average, and that's what he's good at, being average. And yeah, I mean, he beat Nascimento in his last fight on Friday or Saturday, I think it was. But yeah, I don't see Deparr being the biggest of concerns for Helenius. Although Helenius isn't a prospect or a big name, I think Helenius will win 8-4, 16, 116, 112, sorry. And yeah, we'll move on. It's for the WBC silver title, so I'd assume that the winner would become mandatory, which is a bit awkward since Deparr just fought Wilder. So I don't know what the situation is with that. I don't know if the WBC are assuming that Helenius will win that fight, because it's not a gimme, especially in heavyweight boxing. One punch can change it all. Joseph Parker, number one WBO, installed this weekend, and called out number two WBO, Anthony Joshua. Tough. I mean, it's that one is very tough. I mean, it's a really good fight. I, as a fan, would want to see it. UK fan as well. I mean, I'm not exactly overawed by Anthony Joshua. I know he's an Olympic gold medalist, but I prefer Parker, if I'm honest. Um, it's a tough one to call. I mean, is it worth them fighting now? I don't know, because there's still deficiencies in both their games, and they will struggle at the elite level. I mean, Eddie Hearn is saying they want to fight Stiverne or Takam or Jennings. I think AJ would struggle with all of them, to be fair. There's a good chance he'd lose. I think Stiverne he could beat, but Takam he might really struggle with. And Jennings, I don't think he'll face him, but he would really struggle with. So, and then obviously the small amount of Chisora, but Chisora's obviously fighting Pulev now, so in Bulgaria, surprisingly. But yeah, so I mean, heavyweight landscape is coming to the fore, especially with Parker. I think Parker's doing a good thing in New Zealand, but he needs to leave now. He needs to, go to the States or come over to the UK, maybe sign with Frank Warren or someone like that. Even if Eddie Hearn wants to sign up with someone. Even a cheeky Mick Hennessy bid, maybe not. But, give it a try. Uh, there's a lot of stuff happening on the heavyweight scene at the moment. I mean, it's really hotting up. It's it's looking good. I mean, Dylan White's going to come back from the on a UK perspective. Dylan White's going to come back. David Hayes just blasted Deparr out. Tyson Fury says he might retire or face Klitschko. We don't even know what's going on with Tyson Fury. So, on that perspective, it's really good. On a world scale, it's really good as well. I mean, you have Luis Ortiz, interim WBA heavyweight champion. He's mandated to face Alexander Ustinov, and then the winner of that faces the winner of Klitschko Fury in the WBA heavyweight tournament. And then obviously you have Chagayev and Brown, winner faces Oquendo, and then But in terms of that, I think WBA is bogus anyway with their regular and super title. It doesn't really make a difference, but that's just my opinion. Then Charles Martin, everyone seems to be after Charles Martin. His name seems to be on a lot of heavyweights' lips at the moment. Uh, and obviously you have AJ slated for a final eliminator either this April or in the summer against Takam. So yeah, it's really good. Povetkin facing Wilder, possibly April May time. So you never know. Even the rumors seem to circulate that Wilder might give up the belt and face Charles Martin. So it really is interesting. It's uh, it's one of the things that we have to look out for now. The big fights. I think it's been long overdue. The big fights, especially at heavyweight, and now with all these big names: Hay, Joshua, Wilder, Fury, Parker, Klitschko, Pulev. All these names now. They're starting to fight each other, or they're starting at least to get rumors circling around fighting each other. It will really benefit the heavyweight division, and we might see people step up to the heavyweight division. Marco Huck obviously faced Povetkin quite a while ago, formed credibly. Even many thought he won the fight. So, we could have people moving up the division from cruiserweight, or we could have prospects entering the four as well from the amateurs. So it is interesting. I mean. There is a lot of fights to be made and a lot of negotiations to be done. But I, for one, am happy to see at least Parker and Joshua are getting some sort of limelight, and it will allow other fights to be made, other big fights to be made. Well, Klitschko Fury got made after many people thought, Fury's never going to get that mandatory shot. So it really is a good thing in heavyweight boxing that now all these prospects are getting talked about, and all these big fighters are, open to fighting each other. It's not just down to promotional issues or money or contracts or whatever. It's got the whole package now, and fighters actually want the fight. So yeah, interesting times for heavyweight boxing. If you like the video, please give me the thumbs up, subscribe, and catch you guys soon. Peace.